All right, Michael, it's time to hear from you, but let me just, by final way of introduction, tell you we hereby declare this Michael Douglas Day in Hollywood.
Boy, you're going to be fed up with me by the time this day is over. Mitch, thank you very much. Chamber of Commerce of LA, this is very wonderful. So, 2018 marks my 50th year in show business. So the question that I'm asked about this moment is, what took so long? I mean, let's face it, this is a great honor, and I'm not getting any younger. I mean, I want to enjoy it with my wife and my son, not my caretakers, and my great-great-grandkids. Now, some would use this opportunity to talk about my new Chuck Lorre Netflix series, The Kaminsky Method, opening on November 16th. Not me. This is all about the honor of receiving the star, and not just a chance to mention my new Chuck Lorre Netflix series, The Kaminsky Method, coming out on November 16th. Wait, sorry. What was that? I'm sorry, the guy in the back there. It's November 16th. All right. Kaminsky Method. I want to really thank my friends Ron Meyer and Jane Fonda for those kind words. Ron is one of my oldest friends. As he mentioned, he was my agent for 30 years. And as he said, we were born the same year, the same month, the same day. He was born an hour ahead of me. And he looks it. Right? I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Jane on the China Syndrome, as she said. And although at the same time, she was doing quadruple duty. She was not only starring with me, she was my producing partner, she was on the campaign trail for her husband, and finally, her biggest project, she was shooting a hit series that was eventually watched by hundreds of millions of people, her fans. I'm speaking about her exercise videos. Thank you, Jane. Thank you. You are a second-generation sister. I appreciate it. And it's great. It's great to see some friends here I've had the pleasure and honor of sharing screen time with. Andy Garcia. We had a great time shooting Black Rain in Osaka. And one of my major on-screen love interests is here. I know we were just acting, but to be honest, we both felt the moment. Eric McCormick. I was honored to present Eric with his star here a month ago, and I appreciate him being here for me today. Louis Esposito and Peyton Reed, you're all here. Louis and Peyton, they called me back in 2014 and they said they wanted me in a Marvel superhero movie. I naturally assumed I'd be playing the lead. After a long, painfully uncomfortable pause on the phone, they explained to me that I was too muscular, in too good shape for the part. So Dr. Hank Pym it is. Right. Thank you. And my family. I'm so deeply touched that my family members are here. My brother Joel is here. Peter Douglas. And my niece Kelsey and my nephew Tyler. And I'm so proud to see my son Cameron. And the love of my life is here. Eric, please sit down. I'm talking about Catherine. Thank you, darling, for your support and your love and your patience. By the way, in another week, we're celebrating our anniversary, our 18th anniversary. So thank you for the 18 best years of my life, sweetheart. Thank you. And my dad is here. In a month, Kirk turns 102 years old. So those of you who took the under on him making 80, you lost a long time ago, all right? I know, no son of yours is celebrating his 50th anniversary in the business. But it means so much to me, Dad, that you're here today. And thank you for your advice, for your inspiration, and I'll say it simply and with all my heart. I'm so proud to be your son. So I've been lucky enough to be part of both classic Hollywood and the new Hollywood. But different as the times are, as much of the types of entertainment created and the platforms in which people have watched it have changed, there are traditions that endure. Traditions like this ceremony, a connective thread that allows us to pay tribute to those of every generation who create the stories that move us. And to me, the 2,000 plus stars embedded in these sidewalks are more than brass honors. They represent real people, women and men who passionately cared about what they did and about entertaining people around the world. I took a moment to look at just a few of the names earlier today, and I saw Fred Astaire, and Meryl Streep, Bob Hope, Elizabeth Taylor, my mentor, Carl Malden, and my dad, Kirk. Dozens of younger superstars, and knowing I've now received that same honor means a lot to me. I've been lucky to be a hyphenate, an actor, producer, and so I know that for every one of the legendary stars I mentioned from in front of the camera, there was an army of men and women behind the camera supporting them. And some of them, producers, directors, agents, attorneys, as well as my production team, are here today. And to all of them, I am forever grateful for what they did and what they do. I stand on the shoulders of people whose names you know, and on the shoulders of people whose names you don't know. They've been equal partners in my career, and I wouldn't be here getting this honor without them. So I want to thank all of them, and thank all of you for being here, and I'm so glad it's not November 16th today, all right? Thank you all.
Let's unveil the star.